Hey everybody. Happy Sunday. How's everybody doing? Hey Cherokee Survival. Hey Burner Girl. Happy Sunday, y'all. How has y'all weekend been? How was y'all week? For those who weren't in here Friday. How's everybody doing? My weekend has not been bad. Today, I slept a lot today, y'all. Hey Young Gunner, how you doing? Happy Sunday. I slept a lot today, so which is not like me. I I got up this morning like normal, ran some errands. Hey Ro, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. Hey Pepper Rookie, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Hey Rachel, how you doing? Rachel, she didn't make it. She's still in my bed. Um, I'm gonna see if she bounced back, but I don't think she is. I don't think she's gonna make it. But I let the ones that were already on the plant drop down into the soil. So hopefully they seed themselves and I get them next year. That was the thought behind it. We'll see. Hey Paula, how you doing? Happy Sunday. So I got up this morning. I needed to go to Sam's Club. Got there and didn't have my card with me. Never think to use the app because I always have the card. So I was like, you know what? Not today, Satan. And it was packed already. I was like, yeah, I'm not really in the mood for that. So I took care of some other things, came back home, and I ended up falling asleep probably about, if I had to guess, like 1 o'clock. And I've been up since a little about 4 o'clock or so. Yeah. Anywho, that's been my day. Hey, Sunshine, how you doing, sis? Hey, Urban, how you doing, sis? Yeah, so that's been my day so far. Yesterday, I spent pretty much all my day editing, um, creating thumbnails, and uploading. Yeah, because this is a job. Hey, Sweet Thumb, how you doing? Happy Sunday. I saw you with somebody. I think it was Ledge Chat, and I was like, I ain't seen Sweet Thumb in a minute. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, so yeah. That's the kind of day I've had today. Maybe I know why. So I'm not even gonna say maybe why. I know exactly why. It's because I'm a woman and there's things that happen to women that don't happen to men. And I usually get a little fatigued when those things happen. How about that? So, and it rained again today. So there's that. I think it rained yesterday too, if I'm not mistaken. I'm over it, y'all. I'm not kidding. It's raining. It's just too much. And I feel like because of it, my some of my plants are struggling because of the rain. I'm just it's just a little frustrating. Hey OG Tank, how you doing, fam? What about wait. What you say? How I win that gun again? Well, the you must be speaking of the Beretta. So in order to win the Beretta, um, you would need to, you could go to my website. Actually, it's easy though. It's ginaversusgina.com and enter into the giveaway. There's a button that you'll see right when you go onto the website. And then my Cash App is on the website. So for non-members of my channel, and you would already had to be a member, it's $10 to enter into the giveaway. The giveaway is on August 15th. So on August 15th, I will be giving away the Beretta. Yes. So that's all you have to do. Website, ginaversusgina.com. And um, there's like a little entry form that's just going to ask you for like basic information, your name, your YouTube name, and your email address. And I'm trying to find there it is. I was trying to find the ticker so to go across the screen. And then there's another button for my Cash App if you want to enter. And you can do as many entries as you want to. Each entry is $10. If you were a member already of my channel, when I announce the giveaway, it is $5 to get extra entries. You'll get one entry because you're already a member. And then if you want additional entries, it's $5 for members, $10 for non-members. Okay. All right. Hey, Miss Cassandra. Happy Sunday. It rained last night, but I was glad my plants. Listen, I would be happy if we were like having some in betweens. But no. It just goes. It's just been rain. It has just been rain. Bro, have y'all been getting all this rain too? I'm laughing at, hey, that's my art. Happy Sunday. I'm laughing at Sunshine and Pepper Rookie. I don't even think Pepper Rookie is a real fan. I think he's just or are you a real Cowboys fan? Mm. Mm-mm. Hey TLC, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. I don't even want to know how many of you cowgirl fans I got in my chat. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. I feel like I need to start repping my team in the backdrop somewhere here, so y'all know what it is when y'all come up in here, because I rep that black and yellow. Y'all know what it is. Minnesota, Florida. Hey, Carbon. Just I was thinking about you earlier, but I fell asleep. Been asleep almost all day. No rain in AB. I think Brooke was saying that he was telling somebody in his live to send some rain that way. Child, the rain ain't missing me. It's, man, TLC. Oh, we didn't lose power either, but it is soggy. TLC is also in Ohio. You stop cheering for teams when you no longer got paid to care. Peppa. I had no idea. Here we are. 112 degrees. I want to say yesterday in the morning, because I got up early yesterday, went to the community garden to take care of some stuff. And I want to say it was like 87. It was 80 something, and the feels like was like darn near 100. I went there early too, and I was drenched in sweat. Oak Cliff native, so them boys is in my pen. All right. Over 23,000 lost power. Dang. I had no idea. Don't know if there's a power outage in the city or not, because I slept through the rain. Today's rain, it was coming down though, because I heard it against my window, so it was coming down heavy. I haven't looked outside. Hopefully, none of my plants are knocked over, because like my 2 cherry trees, typically one of them always falls over if it gets like really, really windy back there, but they're in a smaller pot, so I need to up pot them. Hey J3, how you doing? Happy Sunday. So yeah, I that's why it always falls over. Um yeah. And I heard I don't know who I was in. I do know some of y'all who were in Brooks Live, but he was talking about doing making changes to his garden. And y'all have heard me say that I will be shutting down my garden after this season to redo it. And he actually gave me an idea of something. He brought up the outdoor carpet, and I was like, "Oh, I might try that out. I might try that out because I did the landscape cover last time, and the weed said, "Girl, if you don't stop playing over here." Now, mind you, it was the more fabric kind, and not the plastic one. The plastic one, those weeds don't be coming through. They don't come through. But when I first did my garden, I didn't know better. When you know better, you do better. So there is that. So I definitely plan on doing better this time because, and it's going to be set up better for me. Like I said, you know better, you do better. So now I know what's functionality wise will work better for me with my garden. So yeah. Um, hey, Laura's Garden, how you doing? Happy Sunday. I'm making changes to my garden since all of my wooden beds. That's why I'm doing it. That's why that's the premise for this happening because my three big beds, they're all wooden beds, and they are falling apart. So when this season started, is when I noticed it. Like I have a couple of them where the slab, like 4 feet of slab, just has fallen off, and I have no idea how the soil is just staying in there, but it is, and we just gonna pray through it through the season to get through this season. But I'm not gonna try to do it again. We gonna wrap it up at the end of the season. What up, fam? Happy Sunday. It's 94 degrees here in Fort Worth. I know it be hot there, and I'm about to grill up some hamburgers and hot dogs. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Tank. But you ain't invite me over, but I ain't trying to come to Fort Worth because it be hot. Y'all hot be different. Texas hot be different. My garden plan needs a redo. Listen, I'm finally gonna get a redo. And I'm sure in my mind when I plan it out, it's gonna be perfect. And then as I navigate through that setup years later, I probably will think of something that's gonna work even better for me. But that's just part of the journey. Yeah, this time I am I'm gonna try to make it very functional for me. I'm gonna try to bring some of the trees over into the space, hopefully. Some of the fruit trees. So we'll see. I got things running up and through here. You know, this thing is always planning. Always planning something. Because I need to get my head back in. Oh, you're redoing it just to get that excitement again. Also, sweet thumb. Sometimes we gotta do that. Thank you, Cherokee. Slap that like button, y'all. Hit that thumbs up. Thank you. And I saw you said you just did some more fencing today. That is awesome. Oh, so it's hotter for you, sunshine? See, I'm not here for any of it. Carmen said facts. Texas heat is there. It's insane. It's insane. Thank you, Peppa. I saw you said too. Hit that like button, y'all. I think I graduated to having more than one planner for the next year. Look at you. Look, I got one of them in front of me right now, and I just turned the page because I was thinking about the what was I was just talking about it the outdoor grass stuff, and I wanted to remember that um so I can look up how much that stuff costs, because that will make the difference too. Because y'all know I'm frugal, so there's that. We're not throwing like I just want to grow food. I'm not throwing caution to the wind and just spending all the money there. I got other things that I want to do. Hey Veggie, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. Ocean Bayou humidity. Hey Mama Shirley, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Hey Mr. BS. This is becoming a habit. I mean, do I need to bring you to the front of the class so you can explain? Because this is becoming a habit. Now I'm starting to feel like I'm not that thing that you're waiting for all day on your Sunday. Cause you just I don't know, I don't understand. Like why are we late? Did you bring a note? Hmm? Did you bring a note? Because I don't know what's happening. Just saying. What up, David? Happy Sunday. Uh, Sunshine, it's like that here though, because that's why I had to ask Ro and TLC. I don't know if they get what I get. Ro is like 3 hours, and so is TLC. But it's funny because they are about 30 minutes from each other. It's crazy. But yeah. And they're about but 3 hours from me. So I never know if they're getting the same thing. And G Mama, she's like an hour or so from me. And I never know if she gets either, because when she was in my Friday chat, they weren't getting rain like me. And she's really like I go there to get my locks retightened. So it's not that far from me. It's crazy. I ain't chilling. No. Mm-mm. You set your alarm too late. That alarm need to be set so you wake up before the live and not within the live. And don't tell me to chill, because anytime that I don't start when I'm supposed to, I gotta hear you. You gonna hear me. Okay, sir? All right, David. Um, hey Chevelle, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Yeah, if you want to drop your channel link so that people can follow you, just in case they aren't, because I don't know if everybody's following Chevelle. I am. So if you're not, definitely check her channel out. If you drop GVG, G is in George, V is in Victor, G is in George, in the chat, it will drop your channel link and people can tap on that and come follow you. Hey, Happy Mac, am I here just in time to get? Yes, you are. Hey sis, how you doing? Happy Sunday. You have got more, man. It won't stop. It won't stop. And I know actually also another thing Broke brought up about the blossom end rot for like tomatoes or your watermelons or your melons period. He was saying, yeah, that usually happens like the first couple or whatever. I don't never had that problem with my tomatoes. Ever. I have before now, I have never had that problem with my melons. Only at the community garden, but I'm growing in ground there. Opposed to when I was growing them here in my raised bed, I never had that problem. So I chose to grow there because I could let the vines sprawl out however they want to. I don't have to be worried about stepping on something, not seeing something. I've had a watermelon before where it must have started when it vined out. It was under my fence and it grew into the fence. So it was, but it didn't bust. So I had to like kind of work the soil underneath it to kind of pull it out from underneath. It was, I think it was just a sugar baby. It wasn't a very big melon. But those get about 10 pounds, 8 to 10 pounds. So yeah, when I grew them here, I never had any balsam rot. And I don't have that problem with my tomatoes here. But at the community garden, I've had it with my melons last year and this year. So my first couple melons had blossom and rot. But I think some of that is all this rain. I really do. I think it's because I'm getting so much rain. My lactician don't come to me. She will. She used to live here, OG Tank, but then she moved like an hour away. So I go to her because she's in the shop. It's gonna be more comfortable if I go to her because I get in a little comfy chair. She can recline me back, and I could go to sleep while she's doing her job. Okay. Sometimes I do too. It just depends. Sometimes I'm like, girl, I'm tired. She be like, oh, let me lean you back. Hmm. Plus, my daughter lives there. So my oldest now lives in the same city. She's like an hour from me. So yeah, I'm going back to sleep. Won't happen again. You missed that, Mr. BS. I was literally telling people how I slept most of the day. I've been up since about 4, maybe a little after 4. I have, yeah, that's not even like me, but I did. I took a nap today and I do not nap, y'all, ever. Usually I only nap when I don't feel well. Or sometimes my body just be like, okay, you don't want to sit down? I'll sit you down. And there it is. Sometimes I don't have a choice. I'm catching up, y'all. Y'all know I'll be getting behind. Mm, did you get any figs this year? Well, glad you asked. Yeah. I haven't checked on them though. Probably in about 4 days or so. So my Chicago Hardy put on figs. My brown turkey is bushing out a lot, but she hasn't put. I have 2 brown turkeys, by the way. Both of them are putting on growth. One of them more than the other. One of them way more than the other. I need to do a short, maybe. Maybe I'll do that this week. A short of how they're doing it and how the figs look. They're not changed. They're still green, so they haven't turned yet. However, I put netting over that because I was watching. I think I was watching somebody else, and they were like, you know, some either squirrels or something was getting their figs, and I was like, nah. The birds got my blueberries, and it really wasn't just because I was trying to keep them from getting it. I didn't cover them or anything. I had a lot going on, so I was like, you know what? If they get I got a few. I was like, if they get my blueberries, they get them. They did. They was like, thank you. But then the squirrels took my apples. Now that was an offense. But see, if I choose violence, now I'm the bad guy. But they could come in my yard and take all my apples. Not one, not two. My Honey Crisp had probably 20 plus apples on there. They took all my apples. And they took it off my other tree too. Now, did I cover them? No, but I didn't know I needed to because last year I didn't cover them and they didn't take my apple. My apple, not apple, by the way. Because last year my Honey Crisp put on an apple. That's it. But they didn't touch it. I was able to harvest it and eat it myself. They took all my apples this year. So I covered the figs because you mess with them if you want to. Now the neighbors gonna have to see that I'm the crazy lady. They already hear me out there talking to the plants and those squirrels and any insect that I don't like in my garden. Now y'all gonna see me act the fool. Cause what? But yes, I have figs and I'm excited about it. I am excited. Although I was told that I might have them planted too close to my fence because of how big they can get. But all I'm gonna do is I'll trim back the side that's close to the fence, and we will have a bald head on one side. Nobody's gonna see because it's by the fence, and all the bushing will come the other way because I ain't moving them. First of all, y'all know I don't like to plant my trees in ground. All my other trees are in pots. Apples, cherries, peaches in pots. I just like, you know what? I'm sick of people getting on me about not putting my trees in the ground. So I put the figs in the ground. Now it's somebody saw the video and was like, girl, that's gonna grow really close to that fence and it's gonna be big and this and that. And I'm like, it is what it is. It is what it is. I ain't moving it. You want me to dig it up? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Hey Flossin, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Oh, you about to get moringa, Flossin? You need to grow that. Who's a struggling gardener? I know I am one sometimes. Just saying. Uh, yeah, I'll be nosy because I'm catching up, but then I see y'all talking to each other, and I'm like trying to be nosy and see what y'all saying. You're welcome, Chevelle. You ever asked your community garden neighbor? I have not yet because I haven't been out there when he or his wife has been out there, but he does the stuff, so I need to talk to him, the husband. But every time I've been out there, he has not. And he harvested because I was out there, like I said yesterday. Yes, yesterday morning. I was like, was that yesterday or this morning? I was out there yesterday morning, first thing in the morning, like 8 o'clock. But his like about a probably 6 feet of the back of his plot was cleared. I don't remember what he was growing. Was that his potatoes? He might have harvested his potatoes. I can't remember what was growing there, but it was clear. And his soil, he has worked that soil. So I think he tilled it after he cleared it, like harvested is what I mean. After he harvested, I think he tilled because it was very loose, fluffed up, and whatnot. I need a tiller, which is another thing I was supposed to look into. Even if I just rent one, I need to till that garden space. But I need to know not so much what he fertilizes, but how he's keeping the weeds out of his, his space. Because my weeds look like plants that are I'm trying to grow, but I'm not. So I need to figure that out. But I have not had a chance to ask him yet. But I don't think that fertilizing is like a big deal out there because everything I've ever grown has grown. And I don't fertilize unless I put it in something. So, and we get a lot of rabbits out there. I see them all the time. So I think that's helping to keep the soil pretty fertilized. And there's no telling what else is out there. But I see the rabbits all the time, like a bunch of them, all the time. I've never gone out there and not seen one. Never. But I definitely need to know how they're keeping the weeds away. He gets a little bit, but when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit where you could just go through and just pull them out because you see it. I get a jungle. Okay. That space I go through with the weed whacker, and I've done it like 3 or 4 times already. I don't know how they're keeping them down. Um, hey Miss Kia, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. So I don't know. I've been wanting to bump into him, but I haven't bumped into him yet. And last year we were out there a lot at the same time. So either I'm just not out there as much as I used to, but this is my first year with my Chicago Hardy Happy Mac. Gifted I was gifted um a brown turkey, and I can't remember if the other one is called Violet or something big. And then I purchased a brown turkey and a Chicago Hardy all this year, all four this year. The two that were gifted and the two that I purchased. And my Chicago Hardy put on figs. It just went in the ground this year. And I think I did a video back when I did it, when I first planted them. But yeah. Feed them chocolate. It will take them out. Who? The squirrels? Who? Sunshine. Ooh, girl. Hey, Miss J.K. Gardner. Did I say hi to you already? I just seen somebody speaking. Happy Sunday. I let the birds get the blueberries. Yeah. See, usually I cover them. Last year I did. A bird actually still got into my netting and got stuck there and did not make it. When I found it, it was unalived. And it did it on its own, probably struggling to get out of it. I had a bird get into my covering for my brassicas, the thing that I have out there now for my collards and all that. I was like, how did you? I have no idea how it squirmed its way in there, because trust me, it had to squirm its way in there. It's no easy way to get in there. Yet it did. And I'm like, for what? They don't even like that stuff. There's no fruit in there. There's none of that stuff. It's just in there panicking, trying to get out. I did let it out. I opened it up and it flew out. But I was like, why? A 2,000-year-old letter from Jesus. A message shocked everyone. Jesus as a man, thinking as a man. Interesting. Hey, Farmer Marshall. Happy Sunday. Hey, Sylvia. How you doing? Happy Sunday. Paula, you said me. What did I say? Because I be forgetting what I say, huh? Jesus' letter to James. Yeah, I feel like I done fell big time behind. I wondered, Sylvia, if they're using a weed killer. Now the thing is, what the community garden prefers us, and it's not even said as a preference, it says do not use those type of things. But it's violet, it might be. I couldn't remember. I know that there's a guy who used the Sevin Dust. So I was like, interesting. I don't have a lot of bug pressure outside of the squash bug, which I just don't try to defeat the squash bug anymore. I just succession plant, because I feel like they only here for a while. Then I usually, depending on when I start my squash, sometimes I don't have any problems with the squash bug. But when I try to get them started a little earlier in the season, that's when they always get me and they'll take my plants out. But I'm like, yeah, the squirrels and the vermin. And good to know, Sunshine. They were looking for bugs. Possibly. Someone gave you a fig cutting from an older tree and it's growing well. Awesome. How can I tell what variety it is? Honey. I don't even know if Bro could answer that question. And he has like a bazillion different varieties. And I don't even know. I know who might. T-Knock. See if she can answer that. Because I don't have the answer. Somebody sent me, actually I know who it is, but I was sent an elderberry cutting this week. Didn't even know it was coming. It just showed up. I did plant it, so we'll see what happens. I probably should have put it in some water first, tried to root it. But I was like, you know what? We're gonna just gonna put it in the pot. See what it do. See what it do. Because I've never grown elderberry. So I'm assuming I might need to take it into my greenhouse, which is why I put it in a pot. At the end of the season, because I don't know how elderberry holds up in the cold, especially not an Ohio winter. So that's the plan, that it will go into the greenhouse. But that was exciting. And they sent me some elderberries. But the elderberries did not make the trip. They didn't make the trip. Probably was just too hot throughout the travel of it, but they definitely did not hold up. So yeah, but that was very nice. It wasn't even something I remember. You're the struggling gardener. So bye. I think all of us are sometimes, but yeah, I didn't. I had no idea what was coming. I was like, I had to figure out what it was. First of all, I opened. I'm like, what is this? And I was like, oh, I think this is elderberry. So I will be growing elderberry with fingers crossed that it does what it needs to do, and it roots and everything, and I will have that plant because I would love to be able to harvest elderberry. Absolutely. So thank you, and I already told them thank you. I don't know if they've seen it yet though because I haven't gotten a response. Um, Ant and mosquito issues. I get a lot of ants in my beds and stuff, but they don't cause me any problems. I hate the bird netting. It trapped 2 to 3 small birds this summer. Yep. And I'm thinking about more. You know what? Or even more rigid metal net. Yes. Or the ones that look like almost like a bag covering your plant. Um, like the ones that Growing Out the Box has for his blueberries. Those probably they would have more issues getting in because it zips up and encloses that space. But yeah, I agree. I hate that they get trapped up in there because then you got to get them out. Is Miss? Oh yes, Mr. BS. I was about to say. I was thinking about the bull. I thought you were saying hi to the bull. It would almost be impossible to determine what fig that is. So many different figs. See, there you go. I would think so too, though. You may be able to get help with identify the fig from your extension office by the group. Interesting. I'm just eat it and be happy. That's where I'm at. I'm just gonna eat it and be happy. But I get why you kind of want to know, like if you're going to take it inside or leave it outside, because I can tell you that violet one is not going to make it here. It is not one that I should be growing here, so I should not have planted it in ground. I might dig that up since I just put them in ground this year. I might. That's not a promise, but I might dig it up, put it in a pot, so I could put it in the greenhouse. But now I have kumquat, satsuma, lemon, pineapple guava, and the elderberry that I already know I'm gonna have to put in the greenhouse. And I have 2 kumquats. So I have 2 kumquats, a satsuma, a lemon, 2 pineapple guavas, and then the one elderberry that I will need to put in there. So over the winter. And unlike some people, I'm a little OCD, so having them just piled up in there, pushed in there, just to have them in there would drive me crazy. I've seen how broke stories of his ones that have to go that don't do well outside. And every time he opens up his greenhouse and I see all those plants pushed up in there, I'll be like, I can't. Oh, elderberry can take below zero. Like how far? Because we get no, we may get below zero, but our feels like can get up to like -20s to 30s. Not even being funny. If you've seen me post on Instagram before where I get very agitated with life when they say, "Oh, it's 1 degree outside, but it feels like it's -22." And then it's -22. Stop playing with me. Hot. I mean, it's cold. Same thing with heat though. Like it was 80 something yesterday, but the feels like was almost 100. No, whatever it feels like is what it is. Like what? Hey, Miss Cheryl, happy Sunday. Figs are good. I've had fresh figs before. I haven't had my own or any homegrown. I've had them from a store. Um, yep, I think you will like them. She said, if not, people will take them off your hand. They will. I think you'll like them because it's not what people think. Because most introductions to anything that is big and involved is like a fig Newton, and it's not that at all. At all. Okay, Miss Cheryl, you multitasking. I can see. The Chicago Hardy is so good. I can't wait. I cannot wait to be able to pull one off of my own plant to try. That's how I am about everything, though. So I'm growing eggplant this year. Veggie Farming sent me some seeds for the Rosa Bianca eggplant, and I got it to germinate. The bed it was in, it wasn't doing that great there. It had germinated. It looked nice and healthy, but it was tiny and it wasn't growing. And it had been there for like weeks, like quite a while. So finally, I just dug it up and moved it to a different bed. Now it's growing. I have 3 plants. So my hope is that I get the eggplant so I can try it. I have not had eggplant, but I'm very excited to try it, especially this one because a lot of people grow it and they say it's very good. So thank you, Veggie. So I cannot wait. Um, that's going to be exciting. And I'll share that when I do. Um, I don't know. I don't think it was TLC. She said it's elderberry rooted. I don't grow elderberry. They sent it to me. I didn't know how well it was priority. But let me tell y'all something. This post office for this country sucks. So I have myself paid for priority for something that didn't make it to the location till weeks after it was supposed to. Okay. And when you call it as, there's nothing that they willing to do about that situation. Okay. So I didn't know how long it had been packaged because, like I said, the elderberries themselves did not make it. They smelled very bad. So you can tell that it was probably hot or whatever. I don't know. I took it out. It was wrapped up. It was wrapped up in a paper towel to keep it moist. The elderberries were separate from the cutting. They were in together but separate. So I took it out and I just planted it. Look, it's gonna do what it do. It's gonna do what it do. The elderberry should be fine. I never bring mine in. Good to know. Because I think y'all get colder than us. I have a violet and celeste fig outside in pots this season. I'm going to trust they'll hardy for zone 6. Okay. So that's what I'm trusting with the brown turkey because I think the brown turkey doesn't typically I don't know if it typically is in places that get as cold as I do. I don't know if it's that cold tolerant. I can't remember. I know the Chicago Hardy is. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how it does. You never had one, but you got a plant. Okay. Definitely it's worth trying. I'm waiting for the strawberry Birdo to ripen. What is that? Is that a fig? Sylvia, tell me more. What is that? I have a violet. Oh, I put them in garage, but I've had it 4 years approximately. Okay. So Violetta, I think it's what it's called. So maybe it'll be okay because me and Urban's temps be like mirroring each other quite a bit. And she's in Canada, but it still be just as cold here in Ohio. Um, oh, you what you cooking today, Flossin? You running back and forth to the kitchen. What's on the menu? I'm going to try strawberries for the first time this year. Just placed order for a flat from Isons. I have my strawberries now in my you have those. I have it right now in one of my green stalks. But one of them I have different varieties. And one of them is running. So I need to like deal with that. Because I'm like, oh, I got runners for days. So I need to deal with that. That's the only kind of fig taste I had was a fig Newton bar and not a fan. Yep, it's nothing like that. Nothing like that. Seriously. I know, Veggie. Fingers crossed. Because listen, the plant is growing now, so I'm excited. It's not a little baby no more. This one got a little size to it. So she got time, and I can't wait. And I have 3 of them out there, so I'm really hoping that I get some. Now I'll be watering garden by air. Watermelon second at ground level 2 hours ago. 2 hours so. Gorgeous ladies. Gorgeous. Thank you. See you later. Hey LGG. How you doing? Happy Sunday. Real feel 101. I cannot. Oh, be safe out there. Stay hydrated, Cherokee. Be safe. Drop a bunch of seeds this season. For some reason, a bunch did not come up. They must think I'm I dropped a bunch of seeds. You know what? Next year, I told you, whew, you learn and you do better. But I knew I was putting my tomatoes, some of my tomatoes and peppers out a little earlier than what they suggest, because I think they say after Mother's Day. I don't never wait till after Mother's Day. But this year, the rain, so it wasn't even the cold. The rain to me has stunted the growth on them. They're growing. The plants are growing, so they're fine as far as that, but they haven't started putting on fruit. And yeah, so I'm just keeping my eye on them, but they struggling, y'all. That's right. Real figs don't taste nothing like fig Newtons, not at all. That's right. No fig is in that cookie. True. The brown turkey might make it there. Too cold here. Ugh. Oh no, TLC. Now I'm concerned. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm gonna mulch it around it very good. It's gonna be what it be. What can I do? It's in ground now, and I'm not digging up all those. I said the most I was gonna do was that violet. Like what? I'm not doing the rest. Figs taste like jam. Mm, yep, I can see that. I'm not gonna laugh. What? Or maybe I will. The rose is so creamy good. Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I've heard that's one of the good ones to try, so that's why I wanted to grow it. What up, Hutch? How you doing? I'm gonna try to make persimmon jelly. Got 3 trees producing. That's what's up. Hutch, just throw me some persimmon in a box. Send it this way. That's what's up. Are you going to look? I don't know if I've ever seen you do any videos making anything on your channel. I would love to see you make that and how that turns out. I would love that. Hey, Dr. Cortez, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Hey, Miss Native, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Been listening while I'm doing housework. I know that's right. Got to multitask sometimes. Hush, I was talking about you Friday because actually it was more backwoods because I saw Cherokee Survival messing with backwoods in one of his videos. He was coming for him. I think he said y'all might be troublemakers. Oxtail and hoe cakes, okay. Look, most people don't even know what hoe cakes are unless they're in the South. I know what they are, but you know they're well known in the South, I should say. Nice. Let me try. Oh, see, Sylvia already trying to get to your house. You thought we was gonna laugh at you. We want plates. Pull up. We want a bowl. Where's the vegetable though? No vegetable. Hmm? Maybe some rice. Hmm? I harvested 2 rows of Bianca. Nice. This morning, first time growing up. Really? Miss Cassandra, please, please, if you catch me in these YouTube streets and you remember, tell me what you think about them since it's your first time having it. Please. But I cannot wait. I know, Hutch. I was like troublemaker. I would never say that. Mm-mm. Such an angel. I had to block some. You was live today? Hush, why didn't YouTube notifying me? I used to get notifications for you. That's how it was always popping in. I didn't get no notification that you were even live. I didn't think you guys had been going live like that. I haven't got it for Backwoods in forever. So I don't even know if Backwoods has been live. But I know this time of year he gets busy with work. But I haven't been getting notifications of you. Or and I don't know if she's been live, but I follow her on the Instagram side too. Um why is her name? Shoot. It's right there. Who am I thinking of? Y'all tell me. God dang it. It's right there too. Can't afford oxtail. I wish you can. Stop playing. Thank you, Miss Cassandra. All right, I caught up. I am thinking of Sophia. Sophia. That's one. Yep, Sophia B. I'm like, why is it not coming out? And I haven't seen her post either. Not on YouTube side. Not a lie. She usually go live this time of year because she's doing the garden stuff. So she be cooking or like prepping, like doing her canning and breads and stuff like that. And I haven't seen Sophia post any of that in a while. Hey, Auntie Ellen, happy Sunday. So yeah, but I've never had a persimmon. Let's start there. I don't think so. I don't think I have. So yes, Hutch. Drop type GVG in the chat so they can come check you out. Now I'm gonna tell y'all now, don't go over there. Now Sunshine would she would you ain't gonna ruffle no feathers with Sunshine over there. But you know, Hutch is very raw. He keep it 100 over there, so he ain't gonna be biting his tongue or nothing like that. So if you that ain't your thing, but I go over there and hang out with them. So look, I like the content. He's on as his name says Hutch Homestead. That's new because it used to just say Hutch. But he's on his own land. He gardens. He has some animals. Hutch over there doing his thing. Girl, you ain't gentle. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. But I've been following Hutch and all of them. Hutch, Backwoods, Sophia. I met them during the first 12 Days of Christmas. Hutch was one of the channels that was part of it, and I've been following ever since. Been following him ever since. And that was what, 3-4 years ago? I don't know. It's been a minute. And that's how I kind of found most of them. I found because him and Backwoods, they would do lives together sometimes. It's usually Hutch's live, but Backwoods would be on there as well. And then if you were watching that first 12 Days of Christmas, Erica did her version of Backwoods, which she called Frontwoods. And so yeah, and then Sophia does also, she's on her own land, she gardens, she does a lot of like things from scratch. Like sometimes she'll go live and just shows how she makes her breads or whatever. And she also cans and things like that. So yeah. Look, y'all, this community runs deep. It's been a minute, Hutch. It's been a minute. And it used to be like a lot of times early in the morning, he would just be out there, you know, burning down some stuff, and he just go live and say, you know, just it's just like a chill little live. Nothing really is going on like that. But I would get like catch it sometimes early in the morning and pop in and just sit in there with them in the mornings while I'm getting ready for work. I think it's raining again, y'all. It's raining again. And it's coming down heavy. That's how I know. But yeah. Yep. Sophia, I think she does the canning as well. She does a lot of stuff over there, Carbon. I know you follow her too. It does, Flossin. Like it's just that the algorithm doesn't really push us all kind of together where we find each other easily. But that's why when we do find someone, we try to share, you know, who we found. That's why I allow people to drop their channel links because, you know, how else are we going to all, you know, you never know what someone's doing that you might be interested in. And when like Hutch, to me, is kind of like an all-around prepper because everything is a part of prepping, gardening, preserving, 2A, all that. And he's pretty all round. I think Sophia is probably all round as well. Backwoods, all round. So, you know, you just never know what you might see in someone's content that you're like, hey, this is actually good content. Like, I like this channel. Like, if Lawson hadn't called me out this year in Watermelon Wars, I probably wouldn't have found him because I didn't know Flossin was part of last year's Watermelon Wars. I never saw the video. None. It's like when I went back through, it was a lot of people I didn't see from last year. So yeah, and I liked Boston right off the rip. I was like, oh, he trash talks, y'all. I was like, and when I tell you he went in, him and Miss Busy Bee Garden, they probably went in the hardest. But I liked every minute of it. I was like, bring on the trash talk. Just don't be sensitive when I you know, talk trash because I do. I'm a lifestyle channel. That part ain't no single box. Hutch. That is me all day. I'm like, y'all, they not gonna niche me. Like, no, I am. What I talk about is a lot of stuff. So if you like, I do a lot of things. I'm not just gardening. I'm not just prepping. I'm not just canning. I'm not just meal prepping. I'm not just cooking. I'm not just budgeting. I'm not just shooting. I do a lot of stuff. And we're gonna talk about all of it. They do be hating. And you're right, Sunshine. It's so people who I was getting, no, I didn't get Brooks notification today. I just happened to pop on YouTube at that time. Because when I looked for him in a thumbnail, because he usually goes at like 3:05, he was not live. So I did go on that early looking. He wasn't live. Hey, girl, dad, how you doing? Happy Sunday. But yeah, thank you, Carbon. She just dropped back with channel 2. Like I said, this time of year, it gets a little quieter on his side because he runs a business that picks up in the summertime. So when that kind of slows down, that's when you start seeing he'll pop up here on YouTube after things start to slow down. So he's just got his business stuff going, and that's what you gotta do sometimes. Listen, you gotta make that money. Gotta make that money. How much I miss seeing you all. The small doses these days. Hey, sometimes you gotta do that. You gotta fall back from the social. Just up to Hush. Looking forward to checking him out. Yeah, they be. I have to go over there now though, because I didn't know. I didn't know that he was live. I haven't seen Hutch in a minute on the platform. So something tells me it's a lot of content that I have not seen on his channel. So I'm gonna have to go check that out and see what's going on. Because if you guys have noticed now, like I said, sometimes I'm just liking. I'm not able to make comments if I'm watching on my TV, but I've been really trying to catch up and see what's going on. But y'all know I'm watching it because I'll tell y'all what y'all did in the video. That lets you know that I watched the whole video. So I'm watching your videos. I'm watching it. If I miss a live, sometimes I'll go back and watch it. I'm always telling, now I will always say catching a replay or something to that effect to let you know that I'm there watching. But yeah. Listen, Carbon. Listen. Yeah, I've got verbally abused. Really? I don't think that probably worked out very well for someone, Hutch. I just can't imagine that working out very well, someone being verbally abusive to you. I just don't see that. But yeah, guys, so I plan on who has started fall seed drops? I've been saying I am, but I have not. Who has? Hutch, have you started fall seed drops? Like fall, do you do a fall garden? Do you do like your brassicas and stuff again for the fall? But I need to do that because I want some cabbage. I want some broccoli. I want to do another round of my collards, even though the collards that I already have are still putting on. Lots of collards. So I'm not going to drop more collards. They're doing fine. As I just thought about it, my collards and my kale are doing just fine. but I definitely want more cabbage. Fall seeds will be dropped here in August. Okay, Miss Native. So I'm not behind. I don't remember when I started them last year. He's been doing the accompaniment. Been trying to get him to do a return. I'm trying to get my beds ready. Too hot this week. That part. Still we are. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna start them in trays. I'm just gonna have to transplant. Are you talking about outside or in the shed? See, that's flossing wherever. But I will be doing mine in trays in transplanting, so they will be started out in starting trays. It's too. For one, I'm shutting down my beds, so they're not growing in my beds. They're going to be out the community garden, but I want to plant them as starts. So, however, though, however you start yours, whatever way you do so. Um, Summit early September. What would you do in early September? Share, please. I need to drop, but you probably get cold later than me too, Miss Native. Um, for fall, I usually do it with back to school, and now the girl go back next week. Yeah, I do my garlic in September. Now that I do in September. Wheat are going in next weekend. I didn't know you grew wheat. Oh, big ballin', red winter wheat. Big ballin'. Hutch, I'm gonna have to get over there and be nosy. See what all you got over there growing. I have just direct broccoli, Brussels sprouts. I might I have some Brussels sprouts out there that I started that to grow for the winter. I mean for the spring. um they haven't put on Brussels yet though. So they might be soon as I was gonna say that, but they might be fine. I might do another planting of Brussels just because I've heard like how that fall coolness gives it a better flavor. So we'll see. You grow hay? Really? Are you growing it to put it down in your garden spaces? Or do you sell it? Late summer, early fall. I'm growing my summer squash because the bugs kill them here in summer. Facts. Facts. In the middle of the barn. Yeah, I feel you on that, Miss Native. I have a see again. You get cool later than me. I think though. But I wanted to grow um candy roaster squash. It germinated. The plant got a little bit of size to it, and this rain actually killed it. All my squash plants. The rain killed them. Yeah, I didn't see any evidence of the squash bug, like how how it rots and everything when that gets in there. I think it was rain because it rained. I'm not kidding y'all. Like I don't think I am expressing how much it's raining here. It is raining like almost every day. We last week I think it didn't rain like Monday through Thursday. Then we got a little bit of rain on Friday. It rained a lot yesterday and it's raining today. A lot. I'm over it. I'm thinking asparagus, not sure yet. Nice. I'm doing what does it say? Um Sorghum, wheat, and rye currently. Nice. See, y'all got that land. What? What happened, Flossin? Did I say something? And I missed what somebody had to say about it. Oh well. It's what I'm trying to do next year. Don't know where to put it yet. Yeah, the storms are ridiculous. Then drop Nebraska, collards, mustards, turnips, nice. I definitely want broccoli, cabbage. Oh, and I want to do some bok choy. Because I like stir fries. Um, so I know those three. I definitely will drop. I wonder if I have time to try to drop some okra. I do. This is 55 days. This is called Louisiana Green Velvet. How long is the go big? 60. I'm gonna try to drop some okra because my okra, some crazy person who weed whacks the space where the garden plot is, done whack down the dang on okra plants. I don't know why they would do that. So no, so I have no okra. I whacked every last one of them. I was like, girl, ugh, I can't. Two homes currently on fire from lightning. Two different areas. Oh my lord, that is crazy. Y'all be safe, Miss Native. Straight out of Memphis. Right, sunshine. Are you safe, Miss Native? Stay safe. Um, on my scanner. Two-way radio. Wow. Hey Rob, how you doing? Happy Sunday. We grow hay over here too, but we burn it after harvesting. Oh, okay. Look, a lot of y'all got the space. Y'all got the land for it. Y'all know here in my backyard. I'm growing in a small space. Next year I just need to plan out my community garden space better because I bought a second plot and yeah, every time it's like those plots, they are so much more space than I anticipate when I start, and then I feel a little overwhelmed. But I feel like I just need to get on top of it, like tilling and everything. I just really feel like some of y'all who don't live that close to me need to. I mean, Hutch. I mean, Flossin. Like, where y'all at? Rob, you over there doing wheat. So I know you got the tools. Like, where are the people at who have the tillers and things? Like, I need y'all to be here. So I am like, hey, can you come to and, till up the space for me? I need that. I don't understand why y'all feel like y'all need to be 8+ hours away from me. I mean, it feels very purposeful. I'm thinking about some raised beds for next year with the buckets and green stalks. Nice. Have to grow. Yes, feed those chickens. Chicken math is real. I will talk about that Friday when I talked about possibly getting chickens. I'm like, I think I could do 2 or 3, but I know the chicken math be getting out of hand. See, listen, that's why I mess with y'all. I just checked that my radio battery dead. See? Hey Angela, how you doing? Happy Sunday. I've been listening but couldn't comment. That's all right, sis. 3 separate run chicken pens. See, and that's another thing, Miss Native. See, you need to be closer because then I could just stop by with my basket and, eggs. Ah, I need to be closer. I mean, I would even drive an hour. Like, I don't understand. It's just not fair. Not fair. But yeah, I definitely need to plan out it better because the uniformity of my neighbors' roles and stuff, I need to have that going on. So I think that my problem is I try to get so far ahead of the the season, I guess you can say, um, that I start putting stuff out there and I just don't end up having it as uniform as I would like it. So I need to work on that. A little bit of impatience. When the season's getting started, and I'm seeing all my southern folks already putting plants out and so on and so forth, I get jealous. I get jealous, y'all. So yeah, me too, Sylvia. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why I'm yawning because I slept so much. But me too. I definitely try to have some a lot of uniform to what I do out in my raised bed. But I'm like, it's doable. Cause these people, they garden be like picture perfect. Now mind you, they're retired and everything, but I don't know. My three new girl chicks are just 7 weeks old and two roos. Oh, one of the roos has turned into a complete pet. Oh, he is sweet and spoiled rotten. That is so cute. At least he's not gonna be one of the two bossy ones, I guess. 2 hour drive is just around the corner for me. Move down to the south. Everybody be saying that. When you coming to the south, I ain't. It don't have to be Florida. And it definitely not would not be Florida. But listen, everywhere in the South has ridiculous bugs. The bugs are ridiculous. I might be in your neck of the woods though next year for something, Hutch. If I am, I'm gonna find out how close you are going to be to where I'm going to be. It always looks better when it's someone else's. You only notice your weeds. Facts. That is facts. He won't go in the crock pot. Hilarious. But yep, I just thought about that. I intend, that is the plan, on doing something next year that will have me in your state at least, Hutch. Hmm. Yeah. I'll pull up on you, Hutch. If I ain't gonna be that far, I absolutely will pull up on you. Hour in of Springfield. You're only an hour from Springfield. Is that what you're telling me? Springfield, Ohio? Keep talking. I need to know what you're saying. We have every bug in the country here. Yes, you do. I have never been to Florida. That is why. I actually may come in the in the winter. I've been told that it's not as bad then. But we gonna see. We gonna see. Um, but the South period, because I've been to Texas, I almost had a panic attack from a bug, one of those flying roaches. Woo! Yeah, I cannot. I cannot. It's giving me the hippies. And now, Georgia, I've never run into bugs in Georgia. Georgia, don't do me. You've been there quite a few times, and never have I seen bugs. So don't, Georgia, don't do me. Don't. And I've been to different parts, so I just need it not to happen. He said Missouri to better Springfield. That's why I had to be specific. Like, are we talking about Springfield, Ohio? Or yeah, okay. And you know what? I'm gonna give it to you because Springfield, Ohio is a little hood. And they try to make them seem like it's a fag. Hey, it's normal about flying roach. That part. That part. This. When I tell you I was in a pub, like it was an Irish pub. Nope, German. Yeah, because they had all those different sausages and whatnot. Anyway, the floors was like wood floors, and I could hear this tap going across the floor. And my hearing is pretty dang good. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that much about me. Most times, I do have selective hearing, but I look and I see it and I freak out. And I'm at a work event, so my boss is there. My boss is literally sitting. I think he's sitting across from me. But it's like my boss, our staff attorney, a couple other supervisors from the office. We're all there for this conference, and we're having lunch. And I'm like, they're just chatting along, and I was like, "Hey, everybody, stop talking. There is a bug right over there walking across the floor." And so they look, nobody sees it because now it's like it's a pub, so it's kind of dark in there. So it's kind of in a dark spot, and I got my feet kind of up because I'm like, God forbid this thing touches me. Now I got to amputate my foot. I cannot. So it moves again. Now I don't hear it when it moves the next time, but I see my boss's eyes get big. And I was like, I stopped breathing and I said, "You see it, don't you?" And he's like, "Where is it? It's not by me, is it?" Okay, I cannot function. I cannot function like this. I promise y'all, I was having a panic attack. It did not. I don't know where it went. We got out of there unscathed. I was in what part of Texas? Austin. We were in Austin, Texas. I'm good. I'm good, y'all. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. I thought it's making me itch. Listen, you see me over here. I'm all squish. I can't. Georgia is not a bug state. Good. Because I don't see them there like that. Yeah, I know they call them palmetto bugs, but no. Mm-mm. It's a flying roach. You said the right answer that time. Oh. Mm-mm. Listen, sunshine. Yes, maybe Georgia. You got too much sleep. I do think I did. I am concerned about going to sleep tonight. So I might have to take something because I don't want to be just awake. I don't nap. And yeah, even when I don't feel well, if I sleep during the day, sometimes I'm just awake at night. So yeah. Listen, Corbin, she said the way I would pack my bag. Girl, that was when you could hear this thing's feet, whatever those tapping across the floor, that's big. Little things don't make that noise. Big things do. Child. And the fact that I wasn't exaggerating from the fact that how my boss's eyes got big and they're not scared of stuff like that, like I am. Like I don't really mess with. And to see his eyes get big, and I was like, and he didn't want to say nothing. He didn't know I was gonna notice him. I happened to look up and saw his eyes, and I was like, "You see it?" And he was like, "Yeah," but he wasn't gonna say nothing because he knew I was gonna freak out. And I was like, "I'm not turning around because if I turn around and that thing move, y'all, I won't be here right now to talk to y'all. Y'all be like, what happened to Gina?" Yeah. Oh, they live in the trees and will come inside. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. Listen, Hutch, I don't play around. Blossom said I'm leaving the bags and just roll it out. I know that's right. You rarely see them. I don't rarely my behind. I am telling you, the way I'm set up, everything that rarely happens is going to happen to me. And y'all gonna be like, I don't know why that's happening to you because it never happens. I don't want to hear it. Mm-mm. I slept on the couch because one mosquito was in my room. Look, Urban. I don't even think it's in here right now. It's not because I took it in another room. I keep a fly swatter in every single room. I done broke a couple of them, so that's why I had to take the one that was in this room into another room. Because I don't even play with flies. Like I hate for a fly to get in my house. It is I cannot function. I have to get it. I had ever since my youngest has been little, I've had her programmed to know if one gets into a room, shut the door, come get me so I can kill it. Because I need it to be shut off in whatever room it's in, so I got less room to work with to get it. She's already on it. Now she don't even come get me. She just go get the block starter. She'll block it off and get it herself. But when she was little, come get me. Just shut the door so it can't get out. So I ain't got to be chasing it all over the house. And come get me. So I can, it's got to go. I don't. If you don't pay bills to be here, I don't care what you are. No, no. Spiders. The only thing they could get away with being in my house is if they are unseen. Once you are seen, you must die because you no, don't be just lollygagging around on the wall somewhere. No, find a corner that I'm not going to see and stay in it and let whatever come to you. Or if you need to scurry out, you better scurry out real quick and get your food and take it back to your corner. Because I promise you, if I see you in common areas of my home, you will no longer be there. Your family will wonder where you went. He went to go get the milk. He ain't never come back. Okay? I am not playing. I am so serious. I said, wow, just wow. Mm-mm. See, Chevelle said they are very bold. They will fly on. Chevelle, I got to go past this one because if just reading it is freaking me out. Because fly on me, this is why I'm going to stay where I'm at. You have to learn how to keep the critters out. Facts. But I don't want to have to, that's a with wings. Facts. You got pine trees, you got roaches. I don't have pine trees. We probably do in our state, but I don't have any trees. So there's that. And I can guarantee you that regardless of what there's bugs in my city. Don't get me wrong. The worst thing that I've seen that freaks me out probably the most are cicadas. And they only come out every so often. I don't like the June bugs either. I don't like the beetles. No. Because they just aimlessly fly and bump into stuff. So, yeah, no. Just, I don't like the bugs. How about that? We just going to keep it. Mm-mm. No. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let it go, Sunshine, because I am getting the same reaction. Mm-mm. Trying to be a whole pilot, like facts. Oh. They do be trying to act like they normal, like oh they don't even bother you. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, no. Hey, Soul Diva, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Flies, gnats. Yeah, don't I can't do them. I actually had also sticky things like when I'm doing my plants in here during the winter months, and I get those little gnats. I have to get them. I have to get them. I cannot. So I ordered a little sticky. things that you can get from Amazon. You just stick them down the plant. The top part is sticky, and it gets them every time. Because yes, I cannot do any of it. And I have one of those electric fly swatters. Now you would think I'm using that inside. Nope. I don't even want the outside bugs to be around me. So I'm gonna walk through my yard with that thing and it's just going off. Oh, so sad. I'm sorry, that's who I am. That's a no, man. No, sir. Delicacy my behind. Mm-mm. That's right. It's hostile in this house for sure. For sure. My spider's name is Peter Parker. We had a combo. You have to stop ordering out. Facts. If you move, light out. Carbon, we on the same energy. Same energy, sis. Like what? Ride on. I can't. Ride on my back. Shake my shoes before you put them on. No way. Mm-mm. Yep. I'll allow the bees. And I allow the wasps. And the dragonflies. As long as they don't get too close to me because I don't like all that flapping and buzzing. The dragonflies be at the community garden all the time. Don't be by my ear. I cannot do that. Like the buzzing, no. Mm-mm. I let the spiders. They just do your job, spider. I agree. Do your job, but don't. I don't want to see you though. I don't want to see you. When I had a garage, that's part their way of checking facts. Listen, spiders will be swatted or sprayed. Me and the girl are allergic to the bite. I am allergic to pretty much any bug bite. And I didn't even know that I was until it was the reaction that my body has from a bug bite. I have had a spider bite before. Didn't know though, don't know when the spider was touching me, but it did. And I was at work actually, and I went to scratch my leg, like my calf, because I felt it was itching. And then let's just say I don't react well to because it might be TMI, but I don't react well to bugs, to bug bites, even with mosquito bites. I will leave them praying mantis alone. Ladybugs, spiders, mantis keep my greenhouse clean. I will leave both outside. Spiders and prayer mantis are welcomed in my garden. I welcome you. I welcome you to my garden because they will take care of those bugs that I don't want in my garden. So I do leave them, but I don't want them touching me. So just don't touch me. But I have gotten so much better because it used to be when I would go out there and I would see a spider, I'd be like, oh, I'll come back because you know I don't want to see you. But now it doesn't bother me as much. If I see it, I'll use it. Once I start messing with plants, it usually scurries to somewhere else and I'm good. As long as it's not like a wolf spider or something, which we don't see. I don't see those as much. They are here, but I don't see them as much like in my yard. I'm good. Usually I see like a daddy long leg or something like that out there, but I'm fine. And I see prayer mantis and I let them be. They usually won't be, they usually be on my trees, but I'll let them be. They've never harmed my fruit or anything like that. So yeah. But in the house is another conversation. You can't come inside. That's off limits. Wasps are good for your plants too, Carvin. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean. They're dealing with my spiders. Yeah. I went back out on accident Let me go forward. Hey, Stacy, hands in the dirt. How you doing? Happy Sunday. Listen, while we on here talk about all the bugs and stuff, Paperwise has started something new this year. I never heard of one. Chewing the zest. Mm-mm. Yeah, that's a problem. Long as you don't mess with my food, we good. Oh, we do. We have jumping spiders. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we definitely have those. They're usually smaller though, but yeah, a week of antibiotics and steroids. Wow. I don't. I do have to do antibiotics. I don't have to do the steroids. You've never seen a mantis in person? Really? Lucky you. We have them a lot. What held you hostage in your home? I get it, Carbon. Oh, child. For information about why the wasps are doing this, can't find anything about it. Had a mantis last year, 11 inches. What? That's a tiny person. Wait a minute. 11 inches? That's basically a foot. That's a small animal. No, sir. Now my mantis are like 2.5, maybe 3 inches. Maybe. And I think I am pushing the envelope. Maybe 2.5. See, Hutch, just when I was starting to like the praying mantis. Not 11 inches ain't cool. Mm-mm. Nope. 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 When I tell you no, that's all I'm gonna say. I need to get a video of them chewing. No. Oh my Lord. My heart can't take it. I done been to church and back. You still want to move over. Shut your face, David. You're terrible. I just found a wasp nest in my sweet potatoes. Ooh. Nah, so diva. Find somebody to remove it for you. Don't let them have your food. I know what you're saying though. See, I would now see. I have this one coworker who's like all outdoorsy. He likes to do. He's like that kid that likes to do the things that he knows is going to freak everybody else out. So like when we get the cicadas, he will catch one and he'll eat it just to freak everybody else out because it's supposed to be a good source of protein. But ain't nobody eating cicadas anyway. He's the person that I get to do the thing when I have like something really crazy happening that I need to get rid of. So I think it might have been, no, it's been a couple years. A couple years ago, there was a BAT on my house, just on the house. I posted it, I think, on my Instagram. And I have a brick house. So this black bat is just hanging on to the house and like at eye level. Okay. So I'm like, first of all, with what's happening here, why is there a bat on my house? And it's just there. And it was there for days. And I would see it move a little bit here and there. And I had a shed right there. So sometimes I see it move down like out of eye view, and then it would come back up during the day. So somebody was like, it's probably sick or something because that's not normal behavior for bats. And I'm like, I just need it off my house so I don't have to be afraid when I go in my backyard. How about that? So I had called like animal control and all these places to see about getting this bat removed. Finally found someone who would remove it, but it was like $200. I was willing to pay it. I was like, bet, about to set it up. My coworker found out and he was like, no, you're not paying $200 for somebody to come get that bat. I'll come get it. I said, if you're coming to get it, you come tonight, right after work. And he was like, I will come. I'm going to come and get it. I was like, okay, I'm not playing with you. I promise you I'll be blowing up your phone. Because his wife used to work for the company as well. And when she retired, I took her job. So I'm like, I will call Brenda and I will tell her that you're supposed to be coming to take off that. But he came. He came after work. He got it. He brought a box. He had his little gloves on. He wasn't even all suited up. And he put the box over it because clearly it was sick. It wasn't trying to fly away or nothing. And got it into the box and he took it away. And I'm like, every time I have something weird like that, I'm like, so I got this thing. I need you to come. He has become my person. Unfortunately, when he retires, because he's getting close to that, I won't have that anymore because they bought a house like an hour and a half away from where they used to live. So right now he's trying to sell their old house. So staying there kinda, but commuting to the new house. But yes. Yeah. What up, Skilly? I'm telling you. I had somebody tell me, like, girl, you got a lot of stories. I do. I'll be living. And life be happening. So here we are. A whole bat on my house. Like, what? Foot is long for a praying mantis. That is very long for a bug. I would have to take that part. Take it out. Hey, Jova, how you doing? Happy Sunday. I will even hunt a mantis nest and take them home. What up, Cece? Child, not that, because that'd be a problem too. A praying mantis. Hutch had an 11-inch praying mantis on his living in the bush on his property. Not on my watch. At that big mantis, because that part, like he need a little house. He need a little apartment. Will that affect the sweet potatoes? I am so see, and will end up breaking my ankle. That part. That's why you need a coworker that likes to do the crazy stuff. Like my coworker would come and get the hornet's nest. I mean the wasp nest. You need one of those, or a neighbor that will. Birds keep eating my mantis. Oh, darn birds. That ain't nice. That was a big foot of a mantis back. That part, 11 inches. That's the size of a baby cat. Say that, Rob. I said that's a small animal. A baby. Good Lord. It's like a preemie child. What are we doing here? Keep bugs in check too. They do. When we have them. I mean, I knew that. They're probably in the trees at night. That one was just sick and I don't have trees in my yard, but my neighbor does. But you'll see them up in the sky flying around at night. We have them. That the fact that they're there doesn't bother me. I don't need it on my house. I need him to keep it moving. Like, why did you choose my home? I don't think I come off as being that welcoming. Just saying. You love bats, Flossin? I don't love them to be that close to me though. They don't bother me. Like that they're there. Even when where was I at? That was in Texas, in Austin. They have that bridge where the bats fly out every night at the same time. I want to say that's when I was in Austin. And we did like a little boat thing, ferry thing, tour. And then you see the bats fly off at this particular hour at night. Of course, I probably wouldn't have done that if I was in Austin by myself, but I was there with my coworkers. Be safe, Miss Native. That them storms, they just you like bats. They don't bother me long as they're where they're supposed to be though. And that's not on my house. I had a bat living in my patio umbrella. Really? Open the umbrella and it fell out. I got a broom and it flew away. Oh, that would have freaked me out. Ain't nothing worse than you think it's something ain't living and then it moves. Ugh. Hey Thomas, how you doing? Happy Sunday. That would freak me out. Ugh. Let's see. I didn't put a hit on Batman. I just had him removed. He did not kill it. He actually took it to his property because he has like about the house that he had here that he's selling. I think it's on like 2 acres. No, it might be. It might be. So he just let it out by one of his trees, and he said that it must have went up in a tree or something. It's like he looked around for it and didn't see it. But he did not yeah, he didn't kill it. So he ain't paying bills, so he gotta go. That part. I did my garlic and collards in September. Oh, I see. I've never done my collards. Then I could. We do need bats. I look now the bat poop is good for your gardens, and I think that that's why my yard grows so well. I've always said that, like when we talk about gardening, that backyard, the stuff I plant back there typically produces very well, and I think that's why. I really do. That guana. I just gotta live near a nuclear plant. I rarely see a mantis that size. Man, but they do get big. I think they are beautiful creatures. That rain hardly ever gets to Connecticut. That's sorry, y'all. That sucks because it won't leave me alone. Skilly said, "What do my 2A fam think about Glock releasing a Glock 26X that takes 15 round magazine?" I have none Glock. Never even shot one, Skilly. Never. I have one coming, but I don't have one, and it's the 43X. Oh, Mr. BS said Glock isn't doing that, but he does like it. Um, I always look like they were waiting on you. That part, well, now what? That's are beneficial to the environment. Look, they don't bother me none, Jova, as long as they not on or in my house. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, we good. That's the Glock store that made the lower. Kung Fu movies on Saturdays. Worked with Ozzy Osbourne. What does that mean? Hey, BPW. She's here. You probably don't want to see her. She's a more crazier version. Just saying. Tiger Paw versus Monkey Fist. I'm done. One Gina for the price of two. Facts. Facts. Some people might want to return though. 26A Gen 5, and they have a Gen 5 slide. Do you have a chimney? First of all, we're not doing this, Thomas. Don't try to freak me out, but yes, I do. But nothing gets down in there. I can hear things when they are like at the top of it. Like sometimes there's been a bird, I think probably even a bird's nest at the very top of it, but it has something that keeps stuff from getting down into the chimney, all the way down into it. But yes, I have a chimney because I have a fireplace. A Glock will make you fall in love. I doubt it. At this juncture, J3 of the ones that I have, Glock is not gonna do that. It's not. Glock is probably, it's not. I don't believe that to be the case, but it could, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I really don't. Ozzy bites the head. Oh, I did not know that. Scratch me. Oh no. I put my hand in the bushes. Oh no. Mm-mm. I am sure. I am sure. But if I wasn't, that would have freaked me out. Cause I was like, wait a minute, yeah, it ain't, they not getting down in there. Not at this juncture. Now maybe if something happens in years coming where that thing's whatever's up there wears out or whatever, I don't know. But at this juncture, that's never happened. Ozzy was smashed when he did the bat. He thought it was fake. Oh, I can't. Sunshine said Glock does nothing for me. I don't know. I might think it's a okay, but mm, no, I don't know. For those who are in here that are 2A, is Glock better than? Because I'm just going to think of something that's probably, and I love this gun, but is it better than the Canix? I have the TTI and a TP9. Would you say Glock is better? Now, better being like when you shot them, it felt better shooting a Glock than a Canic. Not being like, and my Canic has held up, so I don't know quality wise the comparison of the two. I know that the police typically have Glocks, so Glock has a very popular reputation out there. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't know this until I was probably well over a year into firearms that Glocks was even a popular thing. I had never heard of them. No, that's not true. I had heard of them, but not like that. Not once I got into firearms. It was not one of the guns that was in conversations that I was hearing. Just saying. I do know that reliability wise, I have heard that. Well, staccato is going to be like, I think staccato that's going to be in the range from Glock to staccato. There's a lot in between there. I wouldn't compare it to a staccato. That's why I didn't go into like my platypus or anything like that. Feel wise, the Canic is better. I like my Canic. I do. Depends on the criteria for firearms and ergonomics, capacity, size, etc. I keep a Glock on me. A lot of people do J3, so I'm not knocking Glock because I know once I started hearing about it, I realized how many people have them. I just don't. I just don't. And I was just thinking of something that I might have that compares, like maybe the PDP, or because I have a PDP, the Walther PDP, and I have the Canik. Um, I was thinking on mine that will probably more on the lower of my expense of firearms. That will probably be in the range price wise with Glock. I don't even know how much a Glock costs. Let's start there. So I'm looking at, like, my first Canik I bought used and it was 5. My second Canik was new. It was 1,000. And then my PDP was about 800-900. So something in that range. I'm thinking Glock probably is. I could be wrong. I don't know because I don't have one. You got the TP9. That's the one I got. Only reason the 17 is still in the cart. 17L. Bug nets can definitely save them brains. It does. That canopy, that thing that I have over my grass, y'all, I am just excited that I'm able to harvest so much of my greens and stuff with no bug, like no bug bites like that. Like I'm getting a little bit, but I think it's the roly polies, and they're like very, very little though. Very, very little. He said, I don't know what love is. A Glock for me. If you're going to compare Glock and Staccato, absolutely not. Because, yeah, no, it's going to be the Staccato. I think anybody like that, I just don't see where somebody is going to be like, oh, the Glock is better than the Staccato. I just don't see that. Now, don't get me wrong, Jova, because Jova says Staccato ain't all that great. I ain't gonna fight you because it ain't on my bucket list. I've shot one and I was just like, meh. Prodigy, meh. I ain't gonna lie. And I had people, yeah, wanting to be all in their feels about it. And I'm like, listen, I ain't saying it's bad. It's just like it didn't make me want to go get one, which is why I don't have one. So I ain't gonna fight you. Just saying. But I do love my Canik though. No Glock for you. It's a smooth operator. I've heard nobody's knocking Glock. Seriously, when I say that. But I don't have one, nor have I ever even touched one. I have never shot one, never had one in my possession. But I hear good things about it. And most people who have them have multiple ones. And I think that's why it's Canik for me. Canik was my first gun, and then I tend to like most of them that I've shot. So I think whatever you start with sometimes kind of leans into your favorite. Now, is Canik my favorite of all my guns? Not at the moment. No, because your girl be winning some guns out here. Some guns that's nicer than the guns that she buys. So you like them more quiet? I have one of mine suppressed. Why? Because Staccato looks better and costs more. It does look better, but I wasn't impressed. I have, I've been to these meetups, Joe Biden, and I have definitely shot some stuff that I'm just like, what? I've shot some things that people have built themselves that shoots better than a Staccato. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You carry 22? I'm a 9 girl. I've shot a 22. A couple of them, but I'm a 9 girl. I don't even own a 22. Basically saying it wasn't no shot. Gets the job done. I agree, and you could probably use it on the land for different ferments. So there's that. They never tasted that Glock honey. Oh, that's fair and also objective. Yep, Miss Native. When they get rid of that tax stamp, it's about to get wild. Because if that really go down, because that pissed me off when I got mine. I was like, wait, what? You want how much? Oh yeah. Uh-oh, wait a minute. What up, GT? I was like, I just seen somebody say my name. Happy Sunday. Now there's a desert. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, that it is somebody in the community. And Joe I know who it is who carries a Desert Eagle. I'm pretty sure he said he does. You need a 22? I'm pretty sure I don't. Um, Most of my self defense or items are silent. That's what's up. I never even thought about it, and then someone was like, if something happened and you have to use it in your house, it would help. And that's why one of mine is suppressed. It's my home one. Um, that is a lot of gun. There's where you go. But don't your boy carry one, Jova? Um, why should I put that thing down? Like, no, let's run. This fuzz right into the weeds. I'm a Smith guy. Oh, oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Not knocking them at all. They make some nice guns. Um, what up, Howard J? Hey, fam. Happy Sunday. Jay, I don't know if you I said Jay. Howard, I don't know if you know there's a giveaway coming up on the 15th. There's also one coming up on Monday, but you ain't hear that from me. I don't know why I be told y'all I wasn't gonna keep sharing stuff with y'all. But just so y'all know, there is a giveaway tomorrow on 2A and LA's channel. And it's a Beowulf 50 cap. Just saying. It's mine, but I just want y'all all to come over there and try to win it so that I could just gloat when I do. Yeah, I don't be winning nothing over there. Just so y'all know. Looking for a few good night vision scopes. Miss Native, I'll just say this. Don't be surprised if you see me reviewing such items. Just saying. That's right, Mr. BS. He said, "Sweet thumb, that is not a bad thing. Ain't nobody knocking Smith and Wesson. We are not turning our nose up. I'm picky. I am too. I am too. I am too. And I actually, all of my pistols are 9mm. And that's because I didn't want to have to buy a lot of different ammo. But I don't know. I might have a problem because when the first gun I shot was a 22. And then I shot a 9. And I was like, 22 who? Just like I just liked it. I think it was the Canic rifle. And then I shot I forget the other one. But anyway, yeah. So it's been 9 for me. I have not shot an M&P. How do you like it? I've seen them. I have not shot one though. And I think it's a nice looking firearm. I will tell you I'm about aesthetics too. So I like my firearms to look nice. So that might be a girl thing. I'd be like, that ain't, I don't like the way that look. So that might be a girl thing. So I am about the aesthetics, but I've seen the M&P at the range a couple times. I've seen it when I blew down in the casing, and I've never shot one. Nice. Are part of your next collection. Seriously, keep an eye on ammunition prices, tariffs. Yep, yep, yep. Look, I keep mine stocked, Jova, so I ain't trying to run out when everybody else is. But that's just how I am. I'm like that with a lot of stuff. So yeah. When things get low, I'm not that person that typically has to run out and stock up. I can live off of the things that are here. So yeah. Only thing I haven't stocked up on though is for my shotgun. So I do need to do that. I have some, but I don't have a lot. But I haven't shot it yet either. Stock up before prices go up. Yep. I took it from my sister. Haven't shot it yet. The optic screws broke on the slide. Yeah. You have to let me know, Mr. BS. So she wasn't doing anything with it? I've been stuck in mine up for a couple years now. Facts. I try to keep plenty. Like I said, though, I haven't for the shotgun, but I just got the shotgun a couple months, 2 or 3 months ago, I think. I still haven't been able to shoot it though, because I want to shoot it outdoors. In the range that been trying to get in at, they've been booked every weekend, and that's usually when I can go. But I'm gonna get out there eventually. I could go to the indoor. I am a member of the indoor range, but I want to shoot it outdoor. Oh, for the bears. Oh yeah, out here shooting bears. Except for about a year untouched. Yeah. I not see this is how bad I am, Miss Native. Sometimes I don't even take what I have to the range with me. I'll just get some while I'm at the range so I don't have to use. That's how bad I am. I'll be like, I just get some at the range so I don't have to go through my stash. So yeah, that's who I am as a person. All right, y'all. I am about to shut it down because I just realized that I am I am over 2 hours in on this. Yeah, I'm terrible. I do that, I promise you, because it's actually it could be cheaper. It's like $14 a box at my range, but I have gotten it as low as 10 for 9 for Target ammo. But yeah, yeah. I'll usually just grab some when I'm there. Um, y'all out here doing buffalo and bears and whatnot. I'm done. What is happening? But yeah, my range is I look, if I lived closer to you, I would pull up so I could shoot this shotgun. I need a friend with a range on their property. I have many friends in the community who have it and have been invited to people's ranges on their property. The only thing is these people don't live nowhere near me. Like, y'all not close. I'm talking about 8, 9, 10 hour road trips. I need you to be closer. But listen, going to dump water in my plant trays. Okay. I am wrapping up anyway. We'll be listening. I appreciate you, Mama Shirley. Um, Listen, I would if I lived closer, Miss Native, for real. That would not be a problem. I'd be out there practicing all the time. You'd be like, girl, Did you just come on my property without calling? No, I wouldn't do that. But yes, I would. I would call, be like, you want to shoot today? I would be down for it for sure. You're the only one. Mm, well, listen, but you know what? I don't have like friends and stuff that go out to the range like I do. But I prefer to go by myself if I'm going to be in my indoor range because I'm usually focused on what I'm trying to do. Um, I don't really want to be in there. Usually, if I have a friend with me, they don't go as much, so they need a little bit more direction. I have, and on those days, I'm not able to shoot much. So I have to be, you got to be in that mode, in teaching mode when you go, knowing that this is not a session for you. When I go, it's usually a session for me. That's how it is for me. I got a whole lot of desert 45 minutes down the way. See, I wish, and I could see that, Mr. BS, because of where you at. That ain't far. See, I don't have that. And you definitely ain't close to me. You a 4 hour or so plane ride from me. So that ain't close enough at all. At all. But yes, I used to compete with targets, some with fishing. Same with fishing. Nice. I fished for the first time, so this summer. Hopefully I'll go again where it's not a catch and release situation. Yeah, that was exciting though. I had fun doing that. Anyway, y'all, I'm wrapping it up. I will see y'all now. I did mention, so seriously, tomorrow's the giveaway on 2A and LA's channel. He is giving away a Beowulf. You can go over there and see content that's already posted about the giveaway, but tomorrow is the actual giveaway. So pull up if you're interested in possibly winning that firearm. I told y'all before, I said I wasn't gonna say it no more, but I told y'all before, y'all need to be following. I told y'all 2 channels that be having some very, very nice giveaways. And members typically always on both of these channels have always gotten an entry just by being a member. You're only paying $2.99 to be a member on the channel. And these people are giving away very expensive firearms. Okay. So I will see y'all in these YouTube street. I was at an event. That's why I was catch and release. Um so there's that. Oh, so you just saying I could pull up and you're gonna pick me up from the airport, Mr. BS? Is that what you said? And then take me to the no, I don't know. So now I'm afraid. Because I was gonna say that then take me to the desert. Now I'm afraid. That didn't even sound right. But I'll see y'all in these YouTube streets. Y'all see me over there tomorrow. That's the job I do that I don't get paid to do, but I show up for and I work very hard at. And I hope he's still listening so he can run me my check. 2A in LA. I'll see y'all. Y'all have a good evening. Let's have a great week. Great mindsets for the week. Let's get some things done, get some things accomplished. What I'm gonna get accomplished. I did tell you I was working on something last week that I was going to complete last week. I did not complete it, but I think I was being a little bit overzealous thinking I could complete it last week. I am going to complete it though, and it's still being worked on, but it's going to take some time. There's no way I was going to get it done in a week. Anyway, I will see y'all. Have a good week, guys. Bye.